7 after this morning. Samantha Rivera is in Marquette telling us more about Fire Prevention Week. Good morning, Samantha. Hey, you're ready to go.
I am. Good morning, Vicki. Like you said, it is Fire Prevention Week, and who better to teach you some tips and tricks on how to best prevent a fire than firefighter themselves. Bet you didn't know I did this on the side. Obviously kidding, but we will be talking to a real firefighter. His name is Captain Jeff Green. He'll be talking to us about how to best get out of a fire, and he'll actually be showing kids here more about how to get out of a fire. It's a mock house. He'll be talking about the event that's happening here at the Marquette City Fire Department on Saturday from 11 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. and they'll have lots of different activities for the kids, obviously being inside this house, and a special appearance by Sparky the dog. It's definitely something you will not want to miss. Reporting live here in Marquette, I'm Samantha Rivera, TV6 News.
All right, can hardly wait to hear more about it. Thank you very much, Samantha. Let's head over to Weather Center 6 to see more about today's forecast. It's 11 after the hour this morning. Samantha Rivera is in Marquette and chatting with the Captain Jeff Green of the Marquette City Fire Department about Fire Prevention Week. Good morning, Samantha.
Good morning, Vicki. Like you said, it is Fire Prevention Week, and the Marquette Fire Department is hosting an event this Saturday to talk more about how to best get out of a fire. And with us this morning is Captain Jeff Green to talk more about it and this house that we're in. Good morning, Jeff.
Good morning.
Thank you so much for being with us. So talk us through how you talk to kids and being inside this house.
Our age group, our target group for this are second and third graders. We bring them in, have them sit in the bleachers over on this side. We watch a video with them. We have a quick talk about fire safety.
Okay.
We have a firefighter enter the room in full gear so they can see what we might look like if we need to come in and try and assist them.
Okay.
Then what we do is we walk a couple in to the bedroom area.
All right.
And we practice escaping their bedroom in the case of a fire.
Sure.
Most fatal fires happen between 7 p.m. and 7 a.m. During sleeping time, so we practice that. In our control room, we have a smoke machine. We fill the room up with smoke. The kids will lay on the bed, roll off, come over, feel a door. This metal door actually has a heating element in it, so when they feel it, it's hot.
Yeah.
So they know not to open that door. And they go to their secondary means of egress, either this door or a window. If time permits, we have them go out the window. If not, then they exit through the other door. Just gives them an opportunity to kind of practice in a real safe environment what to do. And then they take that information home and do a great job with spreading that message to their parents for us.
Okay.
So,
yeah.
they in turn become the teachers. They go home and tell their parents what to do. So.
It's a lot of knowledge they got there. So you were telling me that this is also a chance for kids to kind of not feel so intimidated by firefighters, right?
Yeah, second and third graders generally are over that initial fear of what a firefighter looks like when we have all of our gear on. But still, it doesn't hurt for them to see him.
Okay.
You know, what we want to preach is not to hide, to get out right away when they hear a smoke detector.
Okay. And then if we go back here for just a second, there was also something I thought was pretty neat. You show the kids how to use a stove. Yeah,
the main cause of fire in homes are cooking and heating appliances. And, unattended cooking is the second leading cause of fatalities in fires. One of the things that we teach the older kids, especially if they have younger brothers or sisters at home, is to make sure that they turn the pot handles in when mom and dad are cooking, because we tend to forget things like that. But smaller kids are burned every year just trying to see what the contents of what's on the stove, or running past, bumping the handles on the pots and pans and having the contents that are hot spill on top of them. So just the simple act of turning that handle in can prevent a lot of very preventable injuries.
Of course. I'll admit, even I forget how to use this the right way, so I could use those reminders. And how many people do you expect to come to the event on Saturday?
It's generally in the hundreds.
Yeah.
We get a good turnout. What kid doesn't like to crawl all over 30 plus different fire engines from all over Marquette County? So it's a great turnout.
All right, as a reminder, it is happening from 11 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. right here at the Marquette Fire Department. Reporting live here in Marquette, I'm Samantha Rivera, TV6 News.
Thank you very much, Samantha. We'll catch up with you again in the next half hour.
This is Fire Prevention Week, according to the National Fire Protection Association. TV6's Samantha Rivera is live in Marquette to tell us about some of those best prevention practices. Good morning again, Samantha.
Good morning, Andrew. Like you said, it is Fire Prevention Week, and we're right here live inside of the Marquette Fire Department to talk more about Fire Prevention Week, as well as the event that they're holding this Saturday from 11 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. to teach you some tips and tricks on how to best prevent a fire. And with us again this morning is Captain Jeff Green. So Jeff, tell us a little bit more about some of the different activities that will be going on here on Saturday.
Well, we're going to have a lot of different fire departments from Marquette County show up with their pieces of equipment, so kids will have an opportunity to crawl all over different fire engines and such. We'll have cake, a couple of bikes that we're going to have raffles for, and opportunities for kids to probably meet a lot of their local firefighters, EMS, hopefully some DNR firefighters as well, some clowns, some in and out of uniform. Just an opportunity for the kids to come out and see an awful lot of equipment that they wouldn't likely see.
And this event is free, right?
It is.
It is, okay. So you were telling me earlier about having an increased chance if you have a fire emergency plan, right, of surviving a fire?
Yes. If you have a working smoke detector and you test it monthly, you're 3 times more likely to survive a home fire. If you have a home fire escape plan and you've practiced it, your increased odds of making it are now 10 times higher.
Oh, wow.
So having a working smoke detector and having a plan and practicing it will really increase your odds of surviving a home fire.
You were also telling me some statistics from 2015, right, and the number of fatalities that have occurred because of these fires.
Yeah, unfortunately, while those numbers have decreased over the years, we still have fire fatalities, and in 2015 we had almost 3,300 fire fatalities caused by home fires. We had 1.3 million in total fires, again almost 3,300 fire fatalities, and over 68,000 firefighter injuries due to those fires. So like I told you earlier, we're one of the few industries that work to try and put ourselves out of a job, and that's what Fire Prevention Week is really all about.
And tell us, how did Fire Prevention Week start?
Everyone kind of knows about the Great Chicago Fire, 1871, October 8th. In this area of the country, we also know that on that same day we had a bad fire in Peshtigo, Wisconsin that killed almost 1,200 people, whereas in Chicago there was 250 fire deaths. That sort of spurned some outrage at the government level, and while our government doesn't always work the fastest, it took a little bit of time. But in 1922, Warren Harding, president at the time, signed into law that the week in October that contained October 8th, that date, would be Fire Prevention Week. And since that time, that's what we do every October.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you so much for being with us, Captain Jeff Green. And remember, if you want to come over to this event, it's happening this Saturday from 11 a.m. to 12:30 p.m., and the event is free. Reporting live in Marquette, I'm Samantha Rivera, TV6 News.
Thank you, Samantha. An important topic for all families to think about this morning. Your top stories.